Hello, thank you and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to come on and talk to you guys about my last chemo that I had this past Friday and the effects of it, my update with my echocardiogram that I had today, as well as my blood count. So first and foremost, the last chemo that I had was last Friday. And this chemo was the first one that I had for this cycle of the one out of four of the Epirubicin and the Cyclophosphamide. So yeah, I really didn't know what to expect. Like I said in the previous video in reference to how this chemo was going to affect me. And I really got to be honest with you guys. I was nervous because it's one thing to know what you're getting and what's going to happen. But then when you don't know the effects of how something's going to be, that's a totally different story. So, and I had a little bit of anxiety up until that morning. And, you know, once I spoke with the doctor to find out what some of the side effects were going to be. And of course, there will be me losing my hair again after it's already started growing back. And at least, you know, I get to see what it looks like during this time and growing back. And so, you know, that gives me some hope about what that process is going to be. My eyebrows have started coming back already. My eyelashes are already back. So, and this has been about 8 weeks without my chemo. So with that being said, about 2 months out, you know, it started really showing up, getting a lot thicker and length, but you know, it's coming in pretty good and it's looking really, really good. But back to the chemo in reference to you know, me speaking with my oncologist prior to me going to sit down and have my chemo, you know, again, the hair loss, there's pretty much the same effects of all the other chemos, but this one he specified nausea, vomiting. I didn't have any nausea and vomiting. Well, let me backtrack. I didn't have any vomiting, but I did have a lot of nausea in reference to what I felt like was nausea or could have been the potential to be something worse. So I did take the medicine that was given to me to negate that and help ease that that feeling. My taste, of course, basically was the same but different from the previous chemo. So with that, I didn't have the really bad metal taste in my mouth this time. What I did have was something that I can't describe it. It was like there was the taste wasn't there in reference to you know, me wanting the food, or it did taste different. And I had to be careful with my choices during this time because of the simple fact that I didn't want to mess up anything that I like. And one of the things that I will say is if there's something that you like in reference to food or a drink, don't eat it and don't drink it because you may not go back to it. And that's one of the biggest things that I will tell you during this time. And, you know, I tried a little bit and eased my way into some of the things, but it definitely wasn't like the next day of my previous chemo, because the next day, or actually the same day, they would give me my Benadryl. And once I would take the Benadryl, I was out. I was out for the count. I was asleep. There was nothing else anybody could do for me, and except put me to bed when I got home. And that will last up to 3 days. But this day, the following day that I woke up with the Epirubicin and the cyclophosphamide, I didn't feel that way. I felt drained and tired, but I could still get out of the bed without feeling like I had to hold the wall or walk very slow and then get back into bed because I didn't want to get up. My energy was drained. My energy was zapped. However, I was able to still lay down on the sofa or lay in my bed and just allow myself to let my body go through what it needed to go through in reference to what just happened to it. So it took a lot out of me, and I'm basically now just recovering a week now, exactly, a Friday to a Friday of, feeling okay. So again, the nausea, just making sure I brush my teeth, rinse my mouth out as often as I could, taking in as much as I could of food, water. It wasn't as bad, didn't have the metal taste like I said, so I stuck with water. As much as I love coffee, I didn't do coffee. And I mean, it was just like cutting coffee cold turkey. Immediately, I already knew, no, I don't want that. Or, then I would drink a little bit. I had some yesterday and today. But when it comes to those things on those days, I just don't do them. Food was pretty good. But again, the taste took it away. And you guys, I'm telling you, on Thanksgiving Day, I ate really well, had great food, and was smiling, and I could feel myself coming back to my normal self. And I promise you, I know I was at least 95% of me. And the following day, to go in there and have the smile that I had on my face that day on Thanksgiving to the weeks prior to that, and have that to have that smile wiped off my face the following day, I just was like, wow, I just can't believe how something like this could just take it away, and still today, just like I said, a little tired, and but getting up. The key is to get up and move. On the days that I knew that I couldn't, I still got up and did a little bit of movement, but walking. I went out for a walk for a little bit, and that felt good. Got some fresh air, came back in, and rested a little bit more from that, but then got some more activity in the following days. I think maybe on Tuesday, I felt a little bit better to walk around, but then once I got back home, I was really, really tired, but I needed it. I needed that movement and that action. So my blood count today was low. Thank goodness I wasn't on my weekly cycle of the Taxol, because I wouldn't have been able to get my chemo today, but my body, it will recover by the time I am getting my next chemo treatment on December the 18th. So, and I say will recover, but everything with this throws you a curveball, man. I'm telling you, it's just like you think you're going to get something and something's going to happen. And I mean, even though I still have another couple of weeks ahead of me, it's just like anything can happen in the middle of all of this. So I just go with the flow right now, and that's all I can do, and just be ready to be finished with this. Once I finish with these last 3 cycles, I'll be finished with chemo. I will not have to have radiation. We are going to continue to monitor me every 3 months, up until the time when I get monitored every 6 months, and then 5, and then out to the year out. But it's just it's a lot, It's a lot emotionally. It's a lot on my body. Today I did my echocardiogram to double check and make sure, not even a double check, it was to check and make sure that the chemo was not affecting my heart, or had not affected my heart during this past week. So there's a lot into this, you guys. And the thing about it is that my body is not my body anymore. Who I was when I received this diagnosis back in June, that's gone. But I am still who I am. But body-wise, you know, I know the changes. I see the changes. I feel the changes. So, I mean, of course, yeah, I had a left breast mastectomy. So, you know, a part of me is gone. You have people cutting on you. You're having your different surgeries. So there's a lot at stake here that people really don't understand and realize when it comes to the mental side of all of this. But you have to be strong. You have to remain strong, and you have to have faith. You cannot waver any kind of way. And so that's what I do. I just believe that everything is going to be fine with me. And I know that it is going to be fine with me. And I continue and I move on. The echocardiogram came out great. I'm fine. The doctor says that I have a good heart. No problems there. I took a copy down to my oncologist. And then during that time, we had my blood checked. So, but one fact that I didn't get to take a photo during chemo because I had left my phone in the middle of trying to run around and do so much and just preparing for that morning. And, you know, that night I ran out and forgot my phone. So, but one of the things that I will do the next time is take a picture of it. But the Epirubicin is a red chemo, which they quote unquote call this one also the red devil. And it was it was scary to see her pull that bag out and know that that was mine because it was red. And you see everybody else with the clear chemos, but then you don't know what you're getting ready to get. So with that being said, I just braced it and just take it. So yeah. But prior to me getting it, the nurse had me go to use the restroom. After I used the restroom, then I received the chemo. After taking the chemo, you know, during that time, I had to go to the restroom. So I went to the restroom. Pee was red. And that was red for about two days. So, but you have to drink a lot of fluid. So I drank a lot of water when I really felt like it, but that was still hard too. So to want to drink the water, but I was, you know, I you know, forced myself to drink the water. Yeah, but and then after that, I had to take the meds 4 hours after I took the medicine. So at 3 o'clock, I had to take the medicine for my bladder. And then I had to take at 1900, you know, later, 4 hours later, I had to take another half of that pill because this stuff is so powerful. And, you know, I just want to finish all of this as healthy as I can in this moment. Just to be finished with this and have no side effects. And I know they say that there's side effects, but I say I'll be all right because, you know, that's just what I do. But, you know, I'm telling you guys, yeah, that's some powerful stuff. But I wasn't tired or sleepy during the process. It took about 4.5, 5 hours for this. And again, to leave out and still feel good. And I say, wow, how do you say you feel good after that? But I did. I felt better than I did on the Taxol when they was giving me the Benadryl. But they did give me, you know, it was a lot. I had 6 bags of fluids, and 2 of those chemo. One was the anti-nausea medicine, of course, and another one was to, you know, make sure that I was not going to have any effects from the chemo, which I thought it would have been the Benadryl, but they didn't give me that this time, or the antihistamine. So, but then again, maybe they did. I don't know. I was looking at every bag trying to remember everything and look, but I didn't have my phone to put things in. So every time something was hung, okay, what is that? What are we doing with this? But, you know, in the meantime, my head was spinning around and I was just trying to stay calm and allow the anxiety to just subside so that I could just relax and just, you know, get my chemo. So with all of that being said, I just want to say again, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Again, remember, this channel isn't only for those who have been diagnosed with cancer going through chemo. It is not just for anyone who is has breast cancer. This channel is for any and all loved ones who may be the caregiver or friends of someone who may be going through this, that you can share this video with them, and or any of the other videos that I have, and I'll put a couple of links to the other videos down below. But yeah, but again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.